I just put a fresh set of tires on my XT250, and today we're going to see if the struggle was worth it. Can a good set of tires really make you a better rider? Welcome to Dirtwiz. Let's get into it. About a week ago, we finally woke up the XT250, gave it a much needed wash, then set out with the boys for our first ride of the season. It felt amazing to finally get out on two wheels again after a long winter. However, with the snow line quickly receding and making way for spring, the ground is currently extremely soft and slippery, even in places that don't necessarily look soft and slippery. And for me at least, good traction seemed to be in short supply. I really want to focus a lot more on off-road skill building this year, and this naturally has me wondering if my crusty old Dunlop D606 and Kenda K270 combo are going to make or break the slick, muddy early season riding for me. My riding split for this bike is roughly 10% on-road, 90% off-road, and I'm beginning to wonder if tires that reflect that split might just help give me that extra edge and boosting confidence I need to be able to improve faster and really push myself to build some better skills this year.
I don't know. I feel like there's other tire options out there that would give me a bit more confidence on this little bike. Maybe it'll give me that edge for the spring riding, getting back into it, because I'm just, I want to push it harder right now, but like I'm just slipping all over the place in the rear. Yeah. Let's see how the single track is feeling today. It is so soft underneath, covered in pine needles. Woo. The ground is still quite saturated from the snow that was just here like a week or two ago. We were sliding all over the place, just trying to keep traction. This stuff's so slippery. Oh yeah! Bam!
The ride was still a total blast, but this single track section was all I needed to confirm how I was feeling about my old tires. It was time for a fresh set of knobbies, and I was willing to sacrifice long tread life and street manners in favor of better off-road grip, and, potentially, some added confidence.
Oh, alright. Yeah, I'm super rusty. My single track skills need to brush them up. That's for damn sure. I guess it's to be expected. First ride of the year.
A week later, my new tires arrived, and it was time to put them on.
Now for the rear, I've decided to go with the Kenda Trakmaster in 100-100, opposed to my 120-90 Dunlop D606. Now I know this D606 has quite a decent amount of life left. However, I'm running into a lot of situations, especially with this early spring riding. This tire just doesn't seem to hook up in really slippery, nasty stuff as well as I feel like another tire might give us that edge that we need. Also, it's a slightly smaller form factor, so it might help this bike spool up just a little bit faster. This Dunlop D606 is quite a heavy tire. It's been a good tire, but I'm just ready to try something new. Now, on the front, we're going to go with the Kenda Washougal 2, and this is a 90-100, so this is a fatty tire, which is, I mean, I've already got a pretty fat Kenda K270 on the front here, but to match the aggressiveness of the rear Trakmaster, I decided to go with something a little more along the lines of that. I can already feel like on the knobs that this is quite a bit harder of a tire than the Trakmaster, but I mean, lots of people say really good things about this Washougal tire, and it's fully intermediate tire, so it should be good on a varied amount of different terrain. So we're gonna throw that on there and see how she goes.
I had intended to make a full video on how to replace dual sport tires yourself. However, I figure I'll just save you guys the misery of watching me struggle and just do a time lapse instead. And trust me, getting that old Dunlop D606 off the rim was really brutal.
Hello little DT, you're a little helper for today. Yeah, wow, that is a tough tire. The bead does not want to come off very easily. Much easier with a bead breaking tool, of course, but you know, you make do with what you got. Let's get the spoon and... Alright, Dunlop D606, goodbye for now. Any other softer tire would just flop right out right now. Not the Dunlop. Okay. Goodness gracious. Thank goodness that's over with.
I was shocked that Trakmaster went on so easily. It's a nice soft rubber compound with tall chunky knobs, and I'm stoked to see how this thing performs off-road.
Super unpleasant part. Oh, having to fish the stem through the rim. Tiny little bites. Last little bit here. Perfect. There we go. She's on there. Looks like the bead's set all the way around the tire. Sounds like it's holding there. Same exact process for the front tire, rim lock and all, and this thing should be good to go. Hell yeah.
Moving on to the front, the K270 was extremely easy to remove. I swear you could spoon these tires off with wooden popsicle sticks if you really needed to. In my opinion, this is still an amazing 50/50 Dual Sport tire, especially the value for the money. However, it's definitely time to go with something more aggressive, and the front Kenda Washougal 2 is definitely aggressive. This tire unfortunately put up a bit of a fight and took me a lot longer to install than expected. The middle knobbies are soft, but the side knobs and rest of the compound seem incredibly stiff, and the beads simply refuse to seat on the rim properly no matter what I tried. So unfortunately, that's how it'll have to be for now, and we'll see if riding it like this for a while might get the bead to seat naturally. Hopefully. Fingers crossed. I am by no means a pro when it comes to doing tires, but even so, this whole process still took a lot longer than it should have. By the time I was finally done, it was getting dark and freezing cold out, so I'd have to wait for my next day off to take a proper test ride and see if the tire swap was really worth it.
Alrighty guys, so it's the next day. It got kind of dark out and I was having a heck of a time getting that front Washougal on. But the tires are on the bike and they're all holding air, and we're gonna go out and take this thing for a test ride. But first, like, man, look how good these look on the XT. Lots of chunk, nice aggressive DOT legal knobbies. I'm so stoked to take this thing out. So, initial thoughts on the street performance, pretty dang good. Feel nice and grippy, and I haven't even scrubbed them in yet. This is my first ride on these tires. Feel really good. They're actually a lot smoother than I thought they'd be for how knobby they are, but I guess time will tell. Feels real good though. I got about 16 PSI in these right now, front and rear. And yeah, I'm gonna give them a little shot. And then we're also gonna head straight to some single track and try them out on that, because that's what I really want to get this bike nice and set up for. That good old delicious single track. I almost forgot. Dude, I almost forgot.
What?
The newest, biggest power mod to the XT. You guys aren't ready for this.
Basically a KTM now.
Lots of you guys been saying I should get these, so I got one. That actually clears up the field of vision off-road quite a bit more than I was expecting. Well, I guess you guys are right. Those folding mirrors, they may just be pretty good. Let's see how she does in the mud. Yeah, I'm being jerky on the throttle on purpose. I'm just trying to explore the limits of grip on this thing. I mean, yeah, pretty good so far. Of course, we got to get her scrubbed in. Oh, I'm really liking that front Washougal. Seems to be tracking so nice. It's 9100, right? So a little bit taller, fatter of a front tire. So it should soak up a lot of the bumpy gnar on the rocky sections. And lots of people say it slows down their steering, but that, in my case, I actually wanted that because how the XT was set up was a little too twitchy for me in the first place. So it's feeling pretty good. I guess we'll see. I mean, this is the first ride. It's gonna take a while to see what the limits of these tires are. Brake test. Whoa! Wow, they stopped good. Wow! Man, look at these things. I'm really liking the grip of this thing so far. It's pretty loamy and wet out, and it's doing everything that I want it to. Yeah, buddy! Oh! Okay, fine, I get it.
Let's ride.
Let's ride. Okay, yeah, okay. The orange makes you more aggressive.
Yeah.
All right, let's go hit some single track. This is that rocky, loamy stuff. There's just snow here, so it's nice and wet. Yeah, wow, I can actually use my rear brake on this stuff without just slipping immediately. Whereas before, kind of just slip, always. Man, I bet the grip with these tires at like 10 or 8 PSI would be wicked. I feel like 10 PSI would perform real nice with these. Wow, this is just all just pine needles on top of loam that just had snow on it. Like, this is slippery stuff. These tires are just eating it up. I really didn't realize how non-confidence inspiring my last set were. I mean, nothing against the Dunlop, just different tires are meant for different terrain. And it seems like these ones are way better for this. Wow, I am loving the grip so far, guys. This is unreal. So we got a mix of hard, soft, a little bit of everything on these trails. I can really rely on my front brake more now, which is super nice. Okay. You know what, we're just gonna, yep, I'm getting better, but this one's at an odd angle. Hey, that's smart, good line. We're in some soft, slimy stuff. Wow, a wet tree, no problem now with these tires. Holy moly. This is awesome. And blows my mind because, I mean, everyone seems to rave about the Dunlop D606, but wow, as far as grip goes, it ain't got nothing on the Trakmaster. This thing is seriously grippy. And same with the Kenda Washougal front. Oodles of grip. It's really crazy being able to use the front brake. Being able to use both brakes, you know, in this slimy stuff, it's really confidence inspiring. Before I was just really hoping and praying that the rear brake would stop me, because front brake was either gonna grip up or, you know, slip and lock the handlebars on me, so. Wow, this has been awesome. Yeah, never done this loop in reverse before. This is, you know, I actually might enjoy this better. Seems like it has a nicer flow to it. Do you guys ever find that? You do a particular loop in reverse and it's like, whoa, this is way better. Wow, what the heck? That was effortless. I'm kind of blown away, to tell you the truth. Okay, this one's pretty steep, pretty rocky, and also very, very loose. So we're gonna rely on our brakes. Wow, a little dab with the foot. Wow, crazy. That's awesome. I gotta actually get some muscle memory in to cover my front brake now, so I really didn't bother before. All right. Well, that hill climb was a cinch. Okay, crazy. Another little downhill section here. Very loamy. Yeah, I can go as slow as I want with these tires, which is nice. Before having to rely on kind of momentum to just send it through. Because if you tried to stop, you'd just be sliding. Whereas here, I can just stop. Going downhill in loam. Awesome. Oh, I love that. Woo! Wicked. I'm starting to be able to push myself a little more. Oh, that's nice. Oh, man, I'm so surprised at how much easier this single track section was with these new tires. I mean, and it makes sense. A fresh set of tires is like
the #1 performance upgrade you could do on a motorcycle, or even any type of vehicle for that matter. Wicked. Dude, awesome.
Good.
They're performing awesome. Well, let me know down in the comments if you think the fresh set of tires made me a bit better of a rider, or at least gave me the confidence to hit things a little harder. I'll leave that up to you guys. Thanks so much for watching. If you like what you see, hit subscribe, hit like, and stay tuned for the next video. Peace.